Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to a daily update of my 1000 days challenge. This is day 136, so let's get things started. Alright, so first and foremost, the balance remains the same, no change in that. And I'm just going to do a very quick run in terms of the market structure on the weekly for Bitcoin and also on the daily itself. So yep, without further ado, let's get things started. Alright, so on the weekly chart, even though price still remains in a very much bullish structure with a higher high and higher low form, one thing to bear in mind is that price is very much above these 20 exponential moving average. And so potentially we could see some sort of retracement consolidation period over here. There's something to bear in mind. However, on the daily chart, things still looks really bullish. Oh, one thing to bear in mind on the weekly chart is there is signs of exhaustion with this kind of red candlestick and another red candlestick previously. So this kind of long wick, it goes to show that people are really buying up, but it could also potentially mean that exhaustion can come in if the buyer stops stepping in that sense. But overall, I would say that on the daily chart, things looks really bullish. We're forming very nice higher high and higher low and getting support at the 20 exponential moving average. Especially if this thing's sloping up, potentially we could break much strongly above this 20k mark, then potentially we may retest this for support again before we go much further high. So for me, I'm actually adding in terms of my long-term position, especially you can see this high, this low and this low. Potentially we do see this hidden bullish divergence. That's something to mention about. I'm not saying that just because there's a hidden bullish divergence, it means it's going to be really strong, but it means that the MACD is actually resetted enough to extend that potentially we could be breaking up to higher high. So like what I mentioned, this trade will have been entered based on this bullish market structure. You'll be trailing based on it. And also when I draw this downslope trend line yesterday, you can see that price is very much finding support over here. And price is now going towards the upside, having found support over here, which is very nice. So which is why now after this recording, I'll definitely be adding in a little bit more, but that's in terms of long-term investment, not in terms of trading wise. Because in terms of trading wise, you could potentially enter upon a break here and a stop loss here. That could be potential setup as well. But for me, I've already entered this setup and I will stick to it. In fact, over here, like I mentioned yesterday, I'm actually just doing a full trading 50% stop loss instead of taking profit first. So that is something a little bit more aggressive. I would say that for more conservative or more neutral kind of approach, you can still continue to take profit here, which is actually better than 1:1.5, and then just continue to trail it. So you have a potentially higher profit or locking in the profit first. But for me, I'm just a little bit more aggressive to take profit towards the upside, the higher side of things. And yeah, maybe just to add a little bit, this is also the resistance on the 4-hour chart. So when price consolidate right below here, to me is also a good sign. So showing signs that it's not just outright breaking above. So it's a good place for me to add and consolidate. So yeah, potentially this could be another setup for long-term setup. I mean for trading setup and also for long-term wise. Otherwise, that's more or less about it. You could choose to add if it does break over the high which is at 19416. But otherwise, that's it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.